Good morning, everyone. This is Vamsi Krishna from Full Stack Web Development Course 401 organized by Prashant Reddy. Currently, we are in the span of Node.js and ExpressJS. We have utilized the functionality of Firestore from Google to attach a database attribute to our Node.js package. Here, we have developed a simple login page that demonstrates the extensibility of Node.js and Firestore. Now this login system initially starts up with a sign up page. You enter the details and register yourself as an account. I'm here entering a sample set of credentials. Let us assume the username is sample, the Gmail is sample.com, and the password is also sample. Now this is for the sake of demonstration. When I sign up, I'll be reaching the page of sign up success. This indicates that I have successfully registered myself into the database. Now, when I try to log in into this application with those sample credentials, the Gmail is sample@gmail.com. The password is to be sample. Now, when I press login, it checks the database from the credentials entered here, and if the credentials succeed, I'll be shown a message login success. It's a simple login application, yet it utilizes the Node.js functionality and database extensibility and performs the signup action. Now let us see what does the working code do. Now here we can see the code part for this application. There are two subsections in my directory. One succeeding to look folder, which consists of the HTML pages that you have seen for sign up as well as login. I've used the internal CSS to display the FX over here, and this is the sign up HTML. You can see there are three fields with a button, and each field has its own name for accessing. The username's name is username, the mail's password is email, name is email, the password's name is password, and we have a sign up button. Now the functionality of this form is mentioned in its attributes here. On action, I'll be calling the sign up sub endpoint that performs an action with get method. Now this is crucial for our application as it defines what should an endpoint do. Here's the HTML of login with its internal CSS. I've added some transition, hover effects, buttons, etc. Here we can see the form of the login page with the text of email and password with a login button. Now the action it does on submitting this form is calling the login sub endpoint with get method as its attribute. I have also added a button with sign up to reference or to go to sign up page when the login does not occur. Coming to the crucial part of this project is the server.js application, which deals all the backend functionality. Now this is done using npm, that is Node.js. So I have also installed many packages and the necessary JSON files. In the server.js, we'll starting an application with Express. Express is a Node.js package that enroutes applications based on desire. Now the second package is Firebase admin that deals with connecting the Firebase functionality to the application. This is retrieved from Google, which is from the project settings of any project in the Firebase. You go to project settings, service accounts, Node.js file, and retrieve this piece of code. Along with this piece of code, you will be generating a private key that is used to access your Firebase. I have named it key.json, and this is how it looks. It has details on the project ID, project type, private key, authentication certificate URL, even domain, etc. Now this part of code initializes our application to the Firebase. So admin is the application that is connected to our college Firestore, and DB is the variable that is used to access the Firestore. As you can see, the initialized application has many get endpoints which I have defined for the successful functioning of my application. The first one is in home directory, that is the page that you'll see whenever this app is launched. Next, we have a login subdirectory that defines the login page, which calls a login HTML for its view. The home directory calls up the signup HTML for the view. Now the signup sub functionality does as follows. It adds the signup credentials to the database and then sends a message signup success back to the user. It is as simple as such. Now the login sub endpoint accesses my collection, which I have named logsys in this case, checks the email and the password of the user to the database accounts, and then it gets information where if the information is empty, that is no account exists with such details, it sends a message login failed, please sign up. If it is not empty, implication that there exists a credential account with the details entered, it will send a login success message. Now all these servers run on 8000, which is a local host port on my system. So with such simplicity, I've completed this sample login page that utilizes Node.js packages such as Express and Firebase admin to enable a login page with database functionality. Thank you very much. Oh, and here's a quick overview of my Cloud Firestore and how does it look like. Here you can see this is my project, which contains two collections, and this is the collection I've been using to store and retrieve details of the user. The login sys contains many documents which stores details in the form of fields. Now these are the sign-up fields with email, full name and password that we have attained from the sign-up page. Now my login page checks for email and password through all these documents via iterative approach and finds for snapshots or documents that matches these. Now if those does not match, I'll be getting a login invalid, or if it does match, I'll get a login success. That's how simple this is. And we can add or delete collections with options here. So we have delete document, delete fields, as well as we can delete a collection as well. Google provides an interactive interface for the users to utilize this database functionality. This is a NoSQL database and we call it the Firestore. Thank you very much.